Warriors, you are struggling day to day to pay your bills and falling deeper and deeper into debt. You are earning less than $2 an hour, working day and night just to make ends meet. You want to be rich so badly, but feel like it is never going to happen to you. There are some clear signs that you are going to become rich, and I've seen these qualities time and time again in most successful people in the world. If you have these signs, you are going to be rich eventually. Number 1. You know that the phrase, money won't fix your problems, is a load of rubbish. There's nothing worse than someone rich saying money won't fix your problems. Trust me, it is stupid. You see, I believe there are 2 different types of problems we all face. The first type is your basic needs. These are things like water, housing, healthcare, and food. Now, if you're facing the first type of problems, then the answer to all of these is clear. You need to earn more money. Everything you're stressing about can be solved with more money. When you fix the basic needs, your focus shifts onto type 2, which is the abstract problems. These are things money sometimes can't fix, such as love, happiness, and fulfillment. So you can definitely be broke but happy. You can also be rich but sad. However, wouldn't you prefer to be rich and happy? The puppet masters have brainwashed everyday people into believing that they don't actually want money, all while they trade years of their life working in a job they hate for a tiny salary. Number 2, when you see an obstacle, you overcome it. Successful people focus on the opportunities rather than the things holding them back. Now, it's one of the best times to start a new side hustle, as there are so many different industries booming online. Let's say you have the most amazing business idea that has the potential to make you millions of dollars, but you never act on it because too many things are standing in your way. How much is that idea actually worth to you? Well, the answer is absolutely nothing if you're not going to work on it. Have you ever chat with a friend and they say, you know what? I've got the best business idea in the world. They're extremely motivated, certain that this will make them richer than rich itself. You then meet up with them 6 months later down the line and you ask, how's everything going? And you're really excited for them. Oh, I haven't started yet. And the reason is, because the government, my job, the economy, they've got excuse after excuse. The list goes on and on. When most people see a problem, they say it's bad luck. They quit and they stop trying. When rich people run into problems, they might scratch their heads for a while, but they don't give up. They strike when they have the most passion and the most motivation. The longer you leave an idea stuck up here in your head, the longer you'll have time to convince yourself that it'll never work. So, if you're the type to just get going and sort the problems as you go, then there's a high chance you'll become rich. Number 3, you prioritize buying assets when possible. When was the last time you thought about buying something and took the time to decide if the item is going to help bring money into your life or drain money away from your life? We're constantly living on a seesaw. On one side, you've got fancy cars, designer clothes, and unnecessary gadgets. On the other side, we've got rental properties, watches, and stocks. By taking advantage of when the economy is on its knees and buying up lots of long-term assets, you could easily set yourself up financially for the rest of your life. The first $1 million is the hardest money you'll ever earn. The truth is that getting your money to work for you and not the other way around is the only way to achieve real long-term wealth. I'm sure you've heard this before. However, I know that sometimes it can feel less scary just letting your money sit in a savings account rather than investing it elsewhere. And let me remind you, investing always carries a risk, and the value of any investment can decrease as well as increase. So be sure to invest wisely and do your research. Number 4, you know there is so much more to learn. How many people do you know that when they have a couple of days off or during the evening, spend all their spare time playing video games and watching Netflix? I'm willing to bet quite a few. Look, there's nothing wrong with watching a TV series once in a while when you are already successful. I'm talking about the people that don't watch or read anything educational when they are completely broke and lazy. To be honest, these people are extremely arrogant and they don't know it. They think getting rich is down to luck because they haven't learned enough to spot the strategic steps that every self-made millionaire takes. They would rather critique others and then escape to a fantasy land where they don't have to think about their problems. But you know what? Ignoring your problems just makes them bigger and bigger. The strange thing about learning is that the more we learn, the more we know how much we don't actually know. It's about learning things you never knew before and then turning those newly learned ideas into action in your own life. Think of life like a video game. It's never a bad time to arm yourself. So, people that read those books and watch educational videos on YouTube are at such an advantage. People will say, you just got lucky. But the truth is, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So, never stop equipping yourself with the knowledge and prepare yourself to be one of the luckiest people alive. Number 5, you don't compare yourself to others. Comparing ourselves to others and trying to keep up with their success without fully understanding their situation can cause us to make some silly decisions in the heat of the moment. Let's take Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. He spent years learning and perfecting his skills. He's now worth millions of dollars. Now, I love football, but if I was to compare my skills to his, I'd look pretty awful. But just because I don't measure up, I shouldn't get depressed or jealous or resentful. Because if I was to fight Cristiano Ronaldo in a one-on-one battle against me, he would not last a mere second. He would get hawk-eyed and would not even know it. Comparing yourself to others is literally a shortcut to inaction. Number 6, you spend time with winners. This is now more important than ever, because if you were to hang out with losers, talking negatively about the state of the economy, bad luck, everything's going wrong, blah blah blah, you'll likely end up doing the same thing. If, however, you start hanging around with individuals that are continually talking about success and business opportunities, the chances are it's gonna rub off on you. Number 7, you have truckloads of confidence. Have you ever complimented someone doing something really well, and they sort of looked down and mumbled something like, oh, it was nothing. I thought I should have done a bit better. Oh, I made a few mistakes. Maybe they don't like to blow their own trumpet because they don't want to look cocky. Or, I don't know, they lack self-confidence. By downplaying their skills, they make others think they're worthless. This is even more important when you have a side hustle or a high-paid job, because the more confident you can be, the more confident your clients or your team will be in your abilities. There isn't much money going around at the moment, so the more confident everyone is in your abilities, the better you're going to do. Confidence also allows you to take calculated risks, as you know you can come out the other side with even more. For example, let's say you won $500,000 on a lottery, and this was your favorite car, the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, a person with low confidence would probably spend it all on the car because that's what they've always wanted all their life, as they feel this will give them validation. They've dreamed of buying this car, and they feel that they'll never have enough money to be able to afford it ever again. They go out and buy the car and get an instant rush and feeling of, great, I've got what I've always wanted. A confident person would believe in their ability to make more money, and instead of spending it, would use it to their advantage. So, the confident person decides to invest every penny so that their wealth grows. Maybe in stocks and shares, maybe in a side hustle, or maybe in real estate. If you have these qualities in you, warriors, you will become rich. There is no doubt about that. You just have to push through with your resilience and discipline, and always believe in yourself. And if for some reason you lack some of these qualities, remember, you always have the opportunity to grow. There are no limits. The world does not set our limitations. It is up to us, and we must not put any limitations on how far we can push, warriors. Be in a constant state of perseverance. No matter what you do in life, don't give up. Don't let yourself down, and don't let God down. Become so rich that God uses your pocket to feed others and to provide for others. And of course, I, Prince Vegeta, is always going to be here to show you the way. Make sure to like and comment. The more interactions you give, the more this video will be pushed out to people who require support. Until next time, peace out, warriors. I will be waiting for you at the top.